What's happening? I'm writing you because shit is still real fucked up in my neighborhood. Pretty much the same way right around the time when you got elected. Ain't nothing changed. All the promises you made before you got elected.
Tell me what to do. These niggas acting up in the hood. Send more troops there, Mr. President.
Me and my homies just wonder what's going on. Holla.
Hey, what up? Now, I know the last 2 episodes I was hiding out in the basement because, I don't want nobody following me because I didn't have my tin hat on. But I also got told that, since I was reading off a script, and it looked like I was reading off a script, and it sounded like I was reading off a script, that I'm going to make a little bit of a change here, and I'm just going to go impromptu because who knows? Who knows? Maybe something different will happen this time. I don't know. You like my new setup though? You're missing one of the posters, but you gotta earn that one. Because you see, I got a little problem here. Now, America, I'll get back to you and your obvious problem in a minute. But I gotta talk to my Canadian family out here. Yeah, you guys, I got a bone to pick with you. In America, you can watch this. You're about to see a piece of history. You about to watch a Canadian talk motherfucking shit about more Canadians, because seriously, this gotta be dealt with. Okay, now Canada, what the fuck is your problem, right? For the last week, I've been seeing news reports that have just been putting this guy down. Oh no, I'm sorry, this guy. Yeah, this guy right here, Barack Obama's father, Osama bin Laden's son. No, actually, for real, those pictures were taken 20 years ago. Some fucking frat boy college parties or something, back when he was not even in politics yet. Yeah, that's right. We're talking about shit that hasn't happened in politics yet. What the fuck is your problem, eh? Let's look back to where I was in 20 years. Look back to where I was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I was in high school, and every fucking black student that I saw didn't even know who the fuck Malcolm X was. So yeah, goddamn right, I believe when he says he didn't think that was racist. You know where he was? Quebec. You know how fucked up Quebec is? Have you seen their winter mascot? He looks like a fucking rapist snowman. His name is Bonhomme. Good man. Yeah. Like, Quebec, they got some wild ass imagery of pictures. They put Japan to shame. Look at Japan. Yeah? Now, sure, that was 20 years ago. Still the 1990s. Back when they had those stop racism stickers all over the friggin' walls. Okay, because we didn't have to deal with this shit as soon as America did. We still got our skeletons in the closet. We still had our version of Jim Crow. But nothing as bad as America. A lot of shit that we could just wash over. A lot of shit that we did wash over. Shit that our government wouldn't even admit. Now let's break it down here. This guy legalized marijuana, so there's a lot less of us going to jail over this shit. They fucked up the law. And it took 3 years for it to level out. But hell, I get weed delivered to my door by the ounce every fucking month. That's all I need. I'm happy. And then, for those who were in prison for selling weed, he improved their system so they could start making money to support their families while they're in prison. What the fuck did Harper do? Harper passed a law that was deemed unconstitutional 3 times and tried to change the fucking Supreme Court judges. And you're worried about this guy? But here, let's go with something a little more recent. If 3 years ago ain't good enough for you to beat out 20 years ago, I got one more. He is the only prime minister in this country to admit that we had residential schools for natives, the places where they beat, rape, and tortured kids, native kids, because they weren't Christian or speak English. You remember that? I don't, but the fucking 100 or so natives that are still alive today do. The government, he's the only one to get the government to admit it and apologize for it. But you're worried about that. Go fuck yourself, Canada. Stop acting like those whiny little bitches down south. We're supposed to be smarter than that. Alright? You got it? Thank you. And now, for you American crazy cousins, Jesus, I don't know what to say. Now, if nobody knows what I'm talking about right now, this guy right here, apparently he got caught red-handed on the phone with the Ukrainian president, trying to get him to spy on Joe Biden and a bunch of political enemies, you know, to do the same shit that happened in 2016 with the Russians. Now, and here is where I know that 3 of you watching this video out of 4 of you, and I'm the 4th, are sitting there rolling your eyes being like, who fucking cares? Like, fuck. Okay, well, let me tell you. In 2016, it didn't matter that much. You know why? Because it all started with this guy saying this. Oh, someone hacked me. Okay. Now, a lot of people didn't like that, but let's be realistic. That right there constitutes treason, okay? What's the, now in America, what's the punishment for treason? Death. So do you really think that he would risk a death sentence by putting out a public piece of evidence that he's a traitor? No, the guy was talking shit on the podium. And the Russians took it a little too seriously and just put it on his doorstep. Be like, okay, you said you wanted it, here you go. Now, what the fuck? If you're running for president, what the fuck you gonna do? You never meant this. You never meant for that to actually happen. It just happened. That's the equivalent of going into a cab, walking out and seeing $100,000 on the floor. What the fuck you gonna do? You gonna give it to the cabbie? No, you know he's gonna keep it. You gonna give it to the cops? No, you need the money, right? You'll either skim a little bit off the top or you'll take the whole thing. And that's what Trump did. He took the whole thing. Now, is that morally right? No. But is it inherently wrong? Not really. Okay. So that's where I understand where people don't care. I get that. I really do. But this time, this is different. You see, you got him on the phone trying to tell these people in private to do it. And when they say no, he gets pissed off. You know what that is? First degree. That's premeditated high treason. And what did I say? The mandatory minimum sentence for high treason is in America? Death. And this isn't some aberration of law. 250 countries in this world believe that if you commit a crime against your government, or if you try to commit a crime against your government, or if you try to help another government destroy your government, you deserve to be in jail for the rest of your natural fucking life, or you need to die. Okay? Canada believes that. Australia believes that. Mexico believes that. Japan believes that. Russia believes that. Great Britain believes that. America believes that. Everybody fucking believes that. So don't fucking tell me that all you little motherfuckers don't give a shit. Look what happened the last time somebody tried to cut your country in half. Half of your country went and killed the other half. It's called civil war. That's what it was about. It was about one half of the country trying to secede the Union and overthrow their own government, which is high treason. Why do you think General Lee did not want a statue up of himself after they lost? Because that would be glorifying treason. You stupid fucking idiots. Where the fuck are your constitutional purists now? Talking about, oh, we need to protect our Second Amendment. You don't give a fuck about your Fourth Amendment. You let the NSA store pictures of your dick pics. And you don't give a shit. Well, this is what happens when you don't give a shit. Now, you got some asshole over here trying to turn your country into a fucking Russian puppet. Well, do you remember what happens to non-Russian allies? If you don't, Google the Soviet polygon. You really want your country to be that? I'm not from America, so I don't care. But I got a lot of family out there, and I really, really do love them and care about them. And some of them can't come here. Smarten the fuck up, man. I'm telling you right now. He needs to be put on trial. Just for that fucking phone call. And he needs to be tried. And if he's convicted, you know what you have to do. It's in your laws. I don't have to incite anything. All I'm saying is that if he is found guilty of treason, the law states he has to die. Now, this is where it gets a little weird, because never in U.S. history has a U.S. president been accused of betraying his own country. It just doesn't happen. Okay? This is a real aberration of human nature. The leader of a government trying to fuck over his own people. Never happens. Not in U.S. history. And that's why you gotta do something about it. Because you guys are the fucking world police. Now the rest of us world, we laugh at you for that fucking name. We laugh at you because you're the most powerful, most influential country in this world. And you're making yourself look worse than these guys. Okay, at least these guys, eventually, they got thrown out of power. Or they had very little power, or you came and got rid of them because you said that that is counter to human nature and human values. So why are you gonna stand there and do nothing about it when it's entering it, when that has just penetrated your own system? Come on, man. You have to lead by example. I didn't make that rule up. It's in your law books that if he is guilty of that, he has to die. You can say whatever you want about U.S. president immunity, but the fact of the matter is, he still has a military rank, commander-in-chief. Therefore, he is subject to military law. And military law states that somebody who betrays his government is guilty of treason and is executed by firing squad. They don't care if he's the president. He is still under military jurisdiction if it comes to him attempting espionage. America, this could be your finest hour or your darkest moment. If you don't do this according to your Constitution, you might as well kiss it goodbye, because it's going to get torn up one page at a time. It already is. But this right here, that is the foundation. You got to do something. Even just to look like you fucking care. Okay? Put your president on military trial for this. It has to be done. It's what your Constitution requires. Good luck, America.
Blacks is broke, think it's a joke that we living low. Y'all slipping, blowing posts of what they getting for. Tell the secretary it's necessary, we get paid. Look what you made, little kids getting sprayed. Day after day and night after night. Battles and wars to the daylight. We might change or rearrange if you do something. Till then we gonna keep it coming, Mr. President. And I meant every word in my letter to the president.